What's up, everybody? I'm Nick Cato.
And I'm Spencer Breland.
Welcome to Active Reload, episode 12. Probably the shortest episode you'll ever
Yeah, there's
watch.
not a lot going on in the Xbox world.
Not a lot. Hopefully that changes soon.
Yeah, with E3 coming up, it's got to change.
Yes, I agree. Because I know that's the one thing I can count on Xbox for. They will have something,
Yeah.
some kind of presentation for around E3 time.
And they're very bad about leaks. So we might have something to talk about soon. So let's see.
Yes, this is true. So we just have two things to talk about. One of them's pretty cool. One of them's like, they're both decent, but nothing like hugely conversation worthy.
Yeah.
But as always, Spencer, what are you playing right now?
So I just wrapped up Resident Evil 8 Village, whatever you want to call it, and it's probably my second favorite Resident Evil game of all time, followed right behind Resident Evil 2 Remake. Basically, like I played through Resident Evil 7 before I jumped into 8, and I was like, okay, I don't know what they could really do to get me as excited as I was like when Resident Evil 2 Remake and Resident Evil 3 Remake came out. I was like, I'm not sure about this whole first person thing, but they really outdone themselves. So like in Resident Evil 7, like the monster variety wasn't that great, but this whole entire game is just like, oh my god, like there's different monsters you're running into. The environments were insane. They actually made you care about the characters Ethan Winters and Mia, and they actually tied it into the Resident Evil lore to where you're like, oh my god, like, so it fits into the timeline now. So it's,
my boy Chris is there.
yeah, good old Chris. Did you see the mod that changes the little baby in the game to Chris's head?
Oh god, no, I didn't.
You need to check that out. That's hilarious. So, but it's like a short and sweet game. It took me about 8 hours, and I absolutely enjoyed it. If you want to check out my Let's Play, it's on our YouTube channel, as well as I will be dropping some newer Resident Evil Village content in the next week or two, too, as well. So,
And if you're studying and need something to occupy your mind, you can listen to our hour-long snowy castle. I don't even know how to say it.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it at all.
I think
I had to look it up. I'm like, so I don't misspell this. Yeah, I was like, what can I do that's just something different than normally? I mean,
I like it.
yeah, it's enjoyable. Something new for the channel. Just
Getting on that little lo-fi hip hop.
yeah, exactly.
For me, I obviously still playing Halo, Master Chief Collection, whenever. Such a good game. That's the redemption story of like just the worst fucking game of all time release. Oh shit!
What?
I'm glad I brought that up. I forgot something to talk about.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, it's Halo related, obviously. All the Halo Infinite shit that's been going on.
Yeah.
The X343 developer who got his words twisted and all that. So yes, I'm going to have a big monologue on this.
Oh, dear.
Big monologue on this because it's fucking bullshit. But yes, playing Halo Master Chief Collection, as I was saying, when it launched, it was fucking garbage, and now it's like arguably the best collection. It's just amazing. Playing Sly Cooper on the PS3 and playing some Returnal, but it broke. So
Yeah, you got a little auto update. Like, come the heck on.
yeah, I didn't get screwed by that because I usually play through a run, and when I die, it's like, all right. But I downloaded that patch that got rolled back, and something screwed up, and it's like, I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah, that's
You just can't. You can't have a game that wants you to play it for hours, and you can't save. The glitches like that, you just can't have it.
no.
So I'm gonna wait. I'm going to have a lot of juicy thoughts on that next week. So I'm going to play it more. I'm going to really get my thoughts on it on the PlayStation Drop episode 6 next week.
Check it out.
But I guess we'll just start with the small stuff and then go to the rant stuff. So the Gears of War franchise is going to be using Unreal Engine 5 for multiple new projects. It did not say, they said they're not going to really have much to show or announce for those projects yet, but have to imagine Gears 6 is one of those.
Yeah.
And the other ones, that has me a little Gears Tactics 2.
Yeah, that's the only other game I can
Most
think.
likely.
Yeah.
And maybe a surprise one. That could be cool.
I mean, you heard the like rumor as far as like the Star Wars games, right? I think that got debunked. That
Yes,
Coalition was making a Star Wars game.
yes, I did hear that. Um, you know what I'd love Gears of War to make?
What?
Like a Halo MCC, but for
What?
Gears of War.
That'd be really, really good and
That
wild.
would be dope. Like the Marcus Phoenix collection.
Yeah. I mean,
That would be amazing.
you could probably skip, what was it, Judgment? Nah, I didn't care for
Yeah,
Judgment too much.
yeah, we won't put that on there. That's fine. We'll just stick to 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Oh man, I know they already remade 1, but if they remade it again,
Yeah.
oh man.
Do like a whole collection, throw it all together. That way, like all the maps and stuff, you can jump between, like in Halo. That'd be pretty
Yeah, like
cool.
kind of like what Halo did, like Gears 1 running at 120. Oh, because I'll tell you what, Halo or Gears 5 at 120. Ooh boy, that's real nice. I love it.
Gotta love next gen.
No, I know. But yeah, that's cool. And speaking of frame rate, Mass Effect Legendary Edition will be running
And
a lot better on
smooth.
Series X than PS5 because of their backwards compatible. I forgot what the hell code name they use.
Boost or something. I forget.
Yeah, boost mode. No, I think boost mode's PS5. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But Series X does backwards compatible way better than PS5, and they can enhance the old games. So you're gonna be able to play. I think it was 1440p at 120 frames on Series X.
1440p
Impressive.
is like the perfect resolution.
Very impressive.
So,
I think it's. I want to say this is the first game that is 120 frames and not 1080p on
possibly.
either console. I think.
I mean, Ori and the Blind.
Oh
Forest.
wait, yes, Ori.
Yeah.
Yes.
That'd be
All
the
right,
only other
well-
one I could think of.
Yeah, Ori did the 4K 120 and it was
Yep.
like 8K 60.
Yeah, like that's insane.
Yeah. So if you're rich enough to have an 8K TV, I mean, there you go. Hope you enjoy. Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, I'm glad anyway. I was actually, because I said I'm not going to buy any like Series X physical games or not, except
Yeah.
games I really love. But
Uh,
as you can tell from my collection, if you could even see, I play Mass Effect on Xbox. Like I
Yeah.
played it on PlayStation as well, but I mainly play on Xbox. So I will probably go out and buy the disc of this for Xbox.
I'll stick to digital just because I trust Xbox as far as supporting me in the future. I mean,
I don't trust anyone
I got
anymore.
OG Xbox games. I got 360 games. I got Xbox One games. I got Series X games, all on one console. I just boot it up, bam, hop in.
You know what? I'll just slide in that disc. It'll be good.
Yeah.
Add it to the collection.
Yeah,
It's like feel like General Grievous. I'll add another one to my collection.
yeah. No, I like physical games. There's like a sense, like a feeling you can't beat as
Mhm.
far as like going and picking it up, coming home, opening it up. And
Admit
just-
it. Admit it, Spencer. You wish you got the regular PS5.
Yes, probably.
Thank God. You can change your ways with Xbox, Spencer. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Yeah, no.
You can buy the physical game. I swear to God, I have not bought a physical Xbox game in a while. But if they do the fucking disc on the left side bullshit still,
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose my mind. I remember the first time I opened
Yeah.
an Xbox One game, I was like, "What the fuck is this? Why would you do this?"
Just toss it to the side.
Oh my God! Like, and they put the Xbox logo on the top, so it's not even like I could just flip the case around. I just can't believe they did that. It made me sick.
I love
So
it.
hopefully they fix this. And if they didn't, I might have to rethink my whole life with Xbox. It's sad. But it's time to rant because it needs to happen.
Come on.
So I don't remember the guy's name and I feel bad. But an X343 developer who works at another studio now did an interview in Mandarin and it was translated. He said a lot of things about the series. No, I'm going to find this. I'm going to find this because I don't want to like screw the guy over. But
Again.
pretty much, yeah. But pretty much, all the video game journalists that do their hard work, even Jason Schreier, like
Yeah,
that's
he
the thing
messed
that
up.
like,
Yeah.
killed me the most. Because usually what he does is like,
He like checks sources and
Yeah.
vets it, and this one he's just in the middle of writing a story about 343, and he just ran with it.
yeah, and just went on this like where the guy came out and pretty much had to go down the list and be like, listen, everything was like taken out of context.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, damn it. I'm on Jason Schreier's Twitter now. Oh, we missed the thing for PlayStation drop.
What?
Horizon Forbidden West still slated for this
Oh
year.
yeah. Which I mean that's expected.
Yeah.
Gears of War
So
not so much. Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna try to keep slide down and find this. It wouldn't shock me if you fucking deleted this.
Yeah. Uh, it just drives me nuts. Like,
Oh,
when
I
they, like,
found it.
okay, I'll let you go then.
All right. So here's the quotes, and then I'll go by pretty much what the guy retracted. He was a skybox artist,
Yeah.
and he said, "This is his overall feelings on Halo Infinite." This is a quote. "In fact, I think the finished product will still be great. The story is a big improvement, and the gameplay is much richer. Though the development cycle is too long, don't expect this to be an epoch-making masterpiece." So everyone took that and was like, "Oh my god, this game's gonna
be a
suck."
shit show. Yeah, that's
And then, you know what the guy came down and said? The game's gonna be amazing. Pretty much what I meant by that was, yes, the development cycle was pretty long, but I meant temper your expectations and don't go in expecting like 10 out of 10. Holy shit, this is the greatest game ever.
yeah,
And he said, you should do that with every video game.
yeah. Shocking.
So, yeah, so what I'm seeing is the guy said, the game's going to be great, and not just the gameplay, but the story as well. Since Jason Jones and all them came back in, or Joe Staten came back in, it's making pretty good leaps.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah. It's good to hear.
Then the company executives were overly ambitious. They wanted to make Halo Infinite a semi-open world game, so an engine needed to be changed significantly. They had to make the game and develop the engine at the same time. Due to engine defects, many workflows not ideal, though they are now much more improved than before. So he went out and said, yeah, a lot of people do this, Unreal Engine 4, which is the most used engine, that's still getting updated to this day.
Yeah,
Big shock,
yeah. Oh,
Yeah. And then, quote, last year's disastrous demo was because many engine features were not fully implemented at the time. No shit.
yeah.
I think we all knew this. This wasn't like some big thing. Yeah, the demo was a shit show.
Yeah,
But
they should have waited
they
like
delayed
another year to show it off. Basically, is
Yeah.
what happened.
And then the next one, for a variety of reasons, the game content compared to the original idea has been cut. Same for multiplayer. Quote, this has led some things I've made over the years that no one will probably ever see. And they made a big deal about this. And he said,
It happens
for
in every
people to
game.
make any, not just games, movies,
Yeah,
everything gets cut out and stuff.
yeah.
Big deal.
It's because you
That's
don't
what
have
happens.
time to fully realize the idea.
Yeah, it's games.
Yeah,
Then the last one is the team of 343, especially low-level employees, works very hard, and many of them have experienced working overtime until the early hours in the morning in the past few years. And then Jason Schreier added, crunch confirmed, smiley face. So this former Skybox artist for 343 Industries came out and said, I can't really speak for everyone else because we're working at home, and he said there's no one at 343 like making you do this. He said, when you're in the flow of things, at least for me, sometimes you just lose track of time. You're like, oh shit, it's like 2 a.m.
yeah.
That's what happens.
I wish
And-
Jason Schreier had to work like a real job. You do not know like how many weeks that I work 50 to 60 hours, and
Yeah.
it's just because
Every week I work over
Yeah.
50.
it's not like I'm being forced to, but I want to get my job done correctly, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean I don't just stop what I'm doing just because it's 3:30, it's time for me to go home. No, I finish what I'm doing just because I know if I stop, it'll be a lot harder to start back up on that one thing. So
Yeah, I don't want to quote Colin Moriarty, but he was not talking about this, but he was like, some people have to go to the steel mines.
yeah,
It's like, yes, but back to this. Man, you could have, and the guy's name's out there and everything too. All these people that took the story and ran with, especially Jason Schreier, because he's the gold standard for like, whenever the KOTOR stuff happened, came out and he was like, yeah, he pretty much confirmed it.
Yeah.
My brother was like, well, I need to know. I was like, dude, Schreier tweeted it. He said it's happening. He's the gold standard. I think he can be a little strange from time to time.
Oh, he's an asshole, but he does his job good normally.
Yes, but when it comes to being a games journalist, he's the gold standard. And the fact that, this could see, like, the guy was like, scared this could affect his future employment or current employment, because no developer wants to hire someone who's considered like a leaker or a rat or something that's going to like leave and talk smack. So I think this is really messed up that just tons of people.
Well, my thing was like the interview was done in a different language.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Schreier doesn't speak Mandarin.
Yeah, and
Google Translate does not translate well. Just reach out to the guy and ask him. Yeah,
and it's because he was already writing some piece, and I don't want anyone working like 80-hour weeks or whatever. Yeah. But the second he saw something about crunch, he was like, "Woo!"
And just basically
let's go. Yeah. But man, you got to be better because you could have severely like fucked this guy's career.
For sure.
And the fact that he had to come out and make a video, be like, "Listen, guys, this is not anything what you were saying is what I meant." Exactly. So I just want to say, don't take people's words out of context. Reach out before posting shit.
Just don't run with something.
Yeah. So I'm glad I remember that. I'm glad Halo made me remember that because,
that was a pretty big story.
Yeah, and the new Halo screenshots came out, it's looking good for the PC boys. Got that ultra-wide support, and it looks...
I really want an ultra-wide
monitor. It looks fucking nice, man. I looked at that, I'm like, how could you game on that?
Yeah. Like,
when I saw it, I was like, whoa.
If I could replace these 3 monitors just with one ultra-wide one, that'd be perfect.
Oh, man. The ultra-wide support looks awesome. Yeah. So...
They're expensive.
I'm sure. So, look how it's so much fucking screen. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. It's going to have, like, the cross-play and all that stuff and support. And I think they're spacing out multiplayer not from device, but control scheme.
Yeah. Which, that's what Call of Duty did as well.
Yes. So, if you're on Xbox Series X using a keyboard and mouse, you're going to be playing against keyboard and mouse people.
Yeah.
If you're on PC using a controller, you're going to be playing a controller people. So that's the perfect way to do it. I'd still like custom games to be able to mix and match. I don't know if they mentioned that. I don't think they did.
Call of Duty, there was like an option like where you could select where you can be matched against players with keyboard and mice. Well, only controllers or keyboards and mice, whichever. So I'm sure Halo will do the same.
No, I know in Master Chief Collection, it's like when I see the keyboard icon, it's like, oh god, I get fucking 360 no scoped. Damn it.
Oh man.
But that's really it, unless you have anything else you want to know.
No, it's just been a slow Xbox news week. Like before we started recording, I was like, man, what can we talk about? That's what I was thinking too. I was like, should we just wait till next week? And I was like, I guess we'll just go ahead and record it. Shorter episodes are better anyway.
But the Halo Infinite stuff was good.
Yeah.
So, guys, thank you for listening. Also, I didn't say this on the end of the PlayStation drop, but pretty sure we have a Nintendo podcast coming in the works soon. So
it is. I got the logos made, the overlay made. I just got to work on the intro video. So as soon as we get that up and going, and hopefully we'll have it in time for E3 for sure. So
yeah, I'd say give it a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So sometime within then.
Yeah, just keep an eye out for it.
Yes. So anyway, thank you guys for listening to episode 12 of the PlayStation, of Active Reload. Jesus, record so much. But yes, thank you for watching and listening, and we'll see you next week.
See you next time.